Honestly, the way they put this thing in a box with the holes in top, it looks like there's a live animal inside it. Like, this is like an Amazon level delivery box. In total, it was about £42.50 for this burger. Everyone loves a good burger. Whether that's your after-school memory, a midweek takeaway, or a real dine-out experience, burgers are made in all shapes and sizes, and prices. Today, for a little bit of a different episode of Made Halal, I'm actually going to be doing no cooking at all. We're going to find 3 different burgers in London at 3 completely different price points to see how they differ. And being that I'm a professional chef, they made me say that, we're going to have a little twist on it by rating each one on its value. And we're going to get one of the boys in the studio to blind taste test them too. So enjoy this slightly different episode brought to you Made Halal. Alright, cool, let's eat some burgers.
We'll go first anyway.
Face one ease away, cool.
Do you think that we could stop on the route to KFC? Like KFC, so I can get some food.
KFC, after all of this? I mean, I'm sure we can do better than KFC with the places that we're going to. Can I get a Zingo burger meal, please? What drink would you like with that?
Water.
Water, please.
I'm trying to be healthy. Ah, the chips are hot. Alright, so even though this is not a burger that we're going to analyse on the meal today, let's analyse from a chef's perspective.
Very good.
You can taste the bread from the breadcrumb. I'm getting some spice.
Wow. Would you say it's like 11 herbs and spices specifically?
No, I'd call it like chili powder.
Oh wow, okay.
And I'm getting some chicken fillet.
Oh, very good. I think people are going to lose brain cells through this review. Just like... So we are on the way to the first spot to try a nice, decent, Bossman, good old classic London beef burger. It's got to be like the after school kind of burgers, you know, nothing special, just something that's like, you know, does the job. Bread, meat.
How processed?
Like, there should be no more than 10% real meat in there. The rest of it should be water. Here's how you know that it's the right burger, right? Because you're gonna go around your car, you're gonna dig down the seats, and whatever change comes out, you'll be able to afford it. I found 50p. It's really dirty. I don't know what just went on my hand there, but something wet. You don't even need a mask here. You just go in there and grab a burger and get out.
You can't put that in his coat.
£1.75. £1.75
That's
for this
a good
burger.
deal.
That's a great deal. We have our £1.75 burger. I didn't even bring a bag in case he added a 10p charge to it. That's how cheap I wanted this burger. We're gonna try it now. So let's open this up. It's just a typical standard burger, to be honest. I'm gonna cut it in half. We're gonna show a cross section. I'm gonna have a little taste and we'll walk us through it and see what we've got.
Nice knife you're using.
Thank you. It's a very professional knife. You know what? Surprisingly, there's a lot in it. They've put 2 slices of cheese. No, 1 slice of cheese. They put the burger sauce. You got onions. You got tomato. You got lettuce. You know what? I'm not even mad. Like, it kind of just reminds you of like being back in school, going to like fun fairs and stuff like that. You know, it's just, yeah, it's not great, but it just reminds you of like childhood and stuff like that. So in terms of what I think is good about it, nostalgic burger. What could be better about it? Like, the meat doesn't actually taste like meat, but that's what it is. I'd probably give this like 6 out of 10. Literally the only thing that lets it down, well, 2 things that let it down is the meat is like, it's poor quality. Obviously that's why it's so cheap. And then like the cheese. The cheese is like obviously the American kind of cheese. It's not like a proper nice like melted cheddar, do you know what I mean? Like when you were a kid, you just used to eat this stuff like it was normal. So as a burger, it's a bad burger. As a piece of memory, it's the cornerstone of this country. It's what Londoners were built on. Morley's Burgers was what we grew up on, and we can't speak bad about them. But it is a bad burger, and it's not Morley's. Yeah, just to put it out there, Morley's is always in my heart, so I wouldn't speak bad about them. Objectively, it's a bad burger. Emotionally, it's a good burger. That's my final thought on this. Okay, so now that that's out the way, we're gonna go and take a look at one of those delivery apps and see what we can find for a mid-range sort of option. We don't actually have to go out and try and find it. We can just order one here. Let's go and see how that looks. It's saying you are a bit far from this address, and that's because I got my Birmingham address in, so let me change that. All right, so we found a burger that was £7, and we're gonna go and see how it tastes now. Thank you. Okay, so it looks pretty good, I must say. With our trusty freshly grounded knife, we've cut it in half to reveal a lovely cross-section. We've got the bun, it's quite moist as you can see, you've got tomatoes, lettuce, the patty. It's actually surprisingly similar in its composition to the first burger, only everything is a little bit more, if that makes sense. So the lettuce is a lot better, you can see like it's like a nice quality lettuce. This one's got pickles. The bun has grill marks, the bun is a brioche bun, the meat is real meat, happy days. So That is a half decent burger. I quite like that, especially for the price that we paid. What you get, which is different to the first burger, is that the meat isn't like processed sweet. You know when things are processed and it's bare sweet, but this one tastes more like meaty. It's actually real meat. All the ingredients are quite fresh. You know, the bun is really good. I would say this burger is like a 7 out of 10. It's not.
Wait, did you give the last one a 6?
Yeah, I should give it. I should give it a lower marking, to be fair.
It?
All right, you know what? Given the fact that I've given that a 7, I just didn't want to be too harsh on the last one. But okay, the last one's probably like a 4.5 now, for that reason, because there's no way this is a 7 and that was a 6. So the last one's now gone down to a 4.5. Sorry, cheap burger. And now we're gonna brave the cold streets of central London to try and make all our way into Knightsbridge and get the bougie burger, the real deal, the Wagyu beef,
The mean machine.
the proper burger. We're literally gonna sit through an hour of traffic to get there. So after driving for like what felt like ages through the traffic and through the central London, the congestion zone, we're finally here. Yeah, let's go in and see what they've got. Can you imagine doing your weekly shopping here? We've got our Wagyu burger.
There we are.
Oh yeah. We have the final burger. Honestly, the way they put this thing in a box with the holes in top, it looks like there's a live animal inside it. Like, this is like an Amazon level delivery box. Like, this is thick cardboard. This isn't cheap wrapping. This is proper. Let's see what happens when we open it. Some proper origami setup right there. This much dedication for a burger. So we've got like a sort of relish at the bottom. We've got pickles. There's that layer of cheese. And we have beef bacon at the top. Instantly, the first thing I'm going to say is that this thing is just pure meat. Like, even from afar, like you can see, this is just a thick cut of beef. It smells really like rich. This burger better be worth it, because just to get this burger, we paid a £15 congestion charge, a £5 parking charge. In total, it was about £42.50 for this burger. So for £42.50, this burger better be worth it. Let's have a taste. I can even see chives. They put chives on top. So how fancy is that? Let's have a taste, see what it's like. Bismillah. This is going to be shocking to say, but I'm actually very disappointed. The bun is amazing. I think it's freshly made, actually. So the bun is really good. The beef bacon on top is really good. The sauce is really good. The beef itself is a bit of a letdown. I've always heard people criticize using Wagyu, like a really good cut of beef, for burgers and stuff like that. I think the texture becomes too gummy, almost, which is weird. Like, the second burger had a good bite to it. Like, I think Wagyu is good as a steak. So I'd probably put this at like maybe like an 8. It's a little good burger, though.
Should we get Nate to try these burgers?
Let's definitely. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do next, right? We've got the other half of these burgers. We're going to blindfold Nate. Not just with any blindfold. We're going to use a freshly grounded blindfold. And we're going to get him to test all of these things without knowing which one it is. So we're going to rearrange the order a little bit and see what he thinks is the most expensive. Nate, we have a very, very serious proposal to ask you. We want to know if you're willing to try 3 different burgers at 3 different price points while blindfolded and giving your judgment on each one.
Do I get to sit down?
Of course you do.
We should have blindfolded him once he's on the chair. Now we have to carry him over.
I can kind of see. Oh.
Move to the right a little bit. So, we're going to place, in no specific order, a burger down in front of you.
Yeah.
And you just give you a genuine rating out of 10, and then we'll see how it matches up with mine. So it's right in front of you. He's going to forget what his mouth was for a second.
Pretty standard.
Mm.
The patty's nice and thick. Bun's solid. This one feels like a expensive one.
Okay. And
So the top one, yeah?
Yeah. Give it a 7.
okay, next one.
Oh, feels a lot different. There's a lot more flavour in the actual patty that time. It's quite chewy though. I'm allowed to change my order, right? I think this one is the highest one.
Out of 10?
Out of 10, did I rate the last one too high now? I would say, I don't think it's that great to be more than a 7 anyway, so I'd say around the same. I'll give it an 8 just because of the flavour, actually.
Same thing. It's in front of you.
Yeah, I'd say so your pretty standard Big Mac style burger. The burger sauce and the thin patty and the way the bun breaks. I would say it's definitely the cheapest out of the 3.
Out of 10?
I'd still give it like a 5.
I think, genuinely, you had almost identical reactions to what I had.
Yeah.
Even the way you changed the opinions and stuff like that. Like, everything was, I think all the ratings were the same. Okay, so after what felt like a really long day, we went round, tried 3 different burgers, I tried it, Nate tried it, we came with the same conclusion. I guess what we can conclude is that there's like a sort of weird balance when it comes to price and value and stuff like that. I definitely wouldn't have paid £42.50 for that last burger. And I guess it just goes to show, like, you can get really good quality burgers for lower prices, I guess. So don't always think that expensive cost equals great flavor. The other thing we concluded is that this freshly grinded knife is the most indestructible weapon on the planet. It cut through every burger with ease. So that's going to go in the Hall of Fame of freshly grinded stuff. But apart from that, this has been made halal. A different style of made halal. If you like this kind of stuff, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you'd like to see next. But for now, I'm definitely going to keep myself in the kitchen and away from these burger joints.